It's time for Evanston Red Devil Sports live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio with KNYN 99.1 FM. Evanston Red Devil Sports is brought to you by Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uintah County School District Number 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College and Uintah BOCES Number 1. Ready. Mountain West Business Solutions. The University of Wyoming. Evanston Regional Hospital. Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Dr. McKay Frankham. The Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant. Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign. Freeway Tire. The Come On In Casper. And by Dr. Todd Hoover. And now it's time to sit back and relax as we take you to the action with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff. It's time for Evanston Red Devil Sports live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio with KNYN 99.1 FM. Evanston Red Devil Sports is brought to you by Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uintah County School District Number 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College and Uintah BOCES Number 1. Ready. Mountain West Business Solutions. The University of Wyoming. Evanston Regional Hospital. Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Dr. McKay Frankham. The Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant. Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign. Freeway Tire. The Come On In Casper. And by Dr. Todd Hoover. And now it's time to sit back and relax as we take you to the action with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff.
And we welcome you live to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth for today's matchup here at Evanston High School between the Evanston Red Devils and the Jackson Broncs here in the 4A Southwest. We are in the middle of the final set of the JV match. Evanston trails 4-5. It's one set apiece in the JV match. So, in the meantime, we have our pregame show where we'll hear from both Coach Yancey of Jackson and Coach Lawler of Evanston, as well as our Get to Know Your Red Devil segment. When we come back, we'll have our scene set, followed by our Red Devil Spotlight later on. And it's all brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture on the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
With over 45 years of experience, Dr. Casey Davis at Davis Chiropractic can provide you with a whole range of services, including spinal adjustment, cold laser treatments, platform vibration therapy, and more. Davis Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth. It's time for our scene set today, brought to you here on our pregame show, brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Evanston comes in 11-17, 0-2 quadrant record, while the Bronx 11-10, 2-0 quadrant record after the win against Star Valley on Tuesday night. They took that set in that match in 4, as Evanston and Star Valley in the final JV match, it is tied at 8 right now. Looking at the team stats, Jackson comes in with 9.2 kills per set. Evanston with 8.2, checking in at 11th and 13th place in the 4A. In the blocking, Evanston, that is the one weak point that they've had, is the blocking, and Jackson is the top 10 team at it, averaging 1.5 blocks per set. Jackson, though, down at the bottom when it comes to serving at 1.6 aces per set. Evanston up to 2.1 and has climbed their way into the top 10. So that is your scene set today, brought to you by, on our pregame show, brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball. We'll have a Red Devil Spotlight right after this. We'll catch up with Evanston senior Ryan Debenham. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta Bosie's number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Evanston Walmart. You'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with a fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera.
The world needs more cowboys.
Welcome to another edition of Red Devil Spotlight, here with senior on the volleyball team, Ryan Debenham. Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. So here we are in Green River getting ready for the second quadrant match. How excited are you guys to kind of be done with the preseason and get going with the quadrant games, and does that matter towards regional seeding?
I think we're super excited, and we've worked really hard to get to the position we're in right now, and so I think we're going to do pretty good.
All right, Ryan, I got to ask you, you're the only senior in the program, so does that mean all the leadership kind of falls on you, or are you delegating a lot to some of the juniors?
I think I've done a pretty good job at showing good leader, but I also like my girls to take charge as well, so.
All right, so what's been your favorite part of being the only senior on here?
Just knowing that it's like my last year, and so I kind of am soaking all of it up with the girls and hanging out and just enjoying everything about it.
It does seem like a genuinely fun group to kind of play with. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I've got 10 kind of fun icebreaker questions here. Your job is to pick 4 numbers between 1 and 10, and that'll determine your spotlight question. Sound good?
All right.
All right, what's that first one going to be?
3.
3. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
That I had a good nose until I broke it. So kind of defeats the whole purpose, but.
Okay, I got to ask the question, how did you break your nose?
Basketball. Yep, right to the face with the ball.
That's no surprise. I've seen you play. You're pretty aggressive out there.
Yeah. Yep, I think so.
All right, what's that next one going to be?
6.
6. What's a hidden talent of yours?
I can do the Irish jig.
Okay, that's that definitely is a big one. Is that one that, how long have you been able to do that one?
Not long. I just have always kind of been able to do it, and it's kind of my signature dance move, I think.
All right, if you get an ace tonight, you have to do it after doing it.
Okay, deal.
All right, what's that next question going to be?
9.
9?
Yes.
All right, if they were to make a movie about your life, what actor would play you?
Oh, Lord. Jennifer Lawrence.
Why Jennifer Lawrence?
Just because I love her. She's awesome. And she's funny. And she's, like, awkward. So I think, like, we get alike. We're like.
What's your favorite Jennifer Lawrence movie?
Oh, Hunger Games.
That's a good one. Good choice.
I don't know. Yes.
All right, what's that final question going to be?
4.
4. What's your favorite holiday?
Ooh. Christmas.
What's your favorite Christmas tradition that you guys do?
Oh, my grandma, she makes like this really, really good roast on Christmas every year, and I don't know, that's just my favorite, is to enjoy that.
Okay, what's your favorite side to go with the roast?
My other grandma makes a really good frog eye salad, which is like, it's like a sweet noodle pasta. It's good. I like it.
I'm glad you explained that, because you said frog eye salad, and I was like, okay, how does that work?
Yeah, it's a noodle salad, but it's like sweet.
Awesome. That is Ryan Debenham, our guest on Red Devil Spotlight here today. Ryan, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck the rest of the season. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Nope, thank you.
Big thank you to Ryan Debenham for joining us today on our Red Devil Spotlight. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have the Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming pregame coaches show. We'll kick it off with Jackson volleyball head coach Tara Yancey. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
At the Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston, we understand that breakfast matters. That's why every room reservation includes a full complimentary breakfast. Delicious, quality food prepared and served by an amazing staff. Start your day the right way with breakfast at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Quality, delicious food and excellent service every time. Because breakfast matters.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Here with Jackson Hole Volleyball head coach Tara Yancey. Coach Yancey, you guys are in the middle of the quadrant season, first run through the quadrant. A bit of a kind of crazy road trip for you guys. You played Star Valley on Tuesday. Now you'll play Evanston on Thursday. Tell us a little bit about the 2023 version of the Jackson Hole Lady Broncs and how you guys are feeling coming into this match against Evanston.
Yeah, this 2023 Jackson Broncs volleyball team, they love the game, and they have realized that when they just step on the court and play the game that they love and are there to play and not just worry about the fear of winning or the fear of losing, and they just relax and, again, I just repeated myself so many times, but relax and play the game that they love, great things will happen.
You guys have had some great moments specifically in the quadrant season so far. 2 games under your belts. One of those is a sweep of Green River, who in the past has had a pretty good volleyball program. What does it mean for your guys' program to kind of start seeing you guys close the gap to those programs like Green River and Evanston?
It's huge. It's huge for our confidence and our belief in ourselves that we can actually compete in the 4A division. The win against Green River gave them, a good confidence booster going into last night's game against Star Valley, who is a strong program that we've never been able to pull off a dub on. But yesterday, it was awesome. They were able to just step out on that court with confidence that I think they gained from that Green River game and play the game that they love, and they were able to get the job done.
Coach, if you could tell us, what's the biggest strength in your opinion of this group this year?
The biggest strength, I would say, is their willingness to play for each other and just their positive attitude and how strong of a commitment they have to making this a great environment to be part of on and off the court.
Coach, you look at the success you guys have had recently. Of course, last time you played Evanston, you guys won in 5 sets at your guys' home gym. Evanston and Star Valley has kind of over the last couple of years become a really fun match to watch. It seems to go 5 almost every single time. What is it about you guys and the Red Devils that creates such intriguing matchups, especially over the last couple of seasons?
I think part of it might just be that we all seem to come together to play the game. I don't know how much I can stress that lately, and the importance of it, and just feeling that desire to compete and the energy that comes off of it, and the feeling that you have knowing that you gave it your all. And I know every time we compete against Evanston, there's never a doubt in my mind that they are going to give 100% on every play, and they just never quit and never die. So it makes for a strong game.
That's Coach Tara Yancey, head coach for Jackson Hole Bronx Volleyball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck on Thursday. Safe travels as well. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, thank you for your time, and go Bronx.
Big thank you to Coach Tara Yancey of the Jackson Hole Bronx volleyball team, as right now it is set or match point for Jackson Hole. They lead the varsity match 24-15 in the third and final set. We're going to step aside. When we can come back on the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show, we'll have the second part of our Bullock Agency of Wyoming, Jake Major pregame coaches show with Evanston Red Devil head coach Tara Lawler. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is Southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
Here with Evanston Red Devil Volleyball head coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, you guys went and competed at the Casper Invite, saw teams from all over the state, and went on a bit of a run. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we were able to face off first with Cheyenne Central, and we beat them. Lost to Thunder Basin, and then ended the night with a win against Rollins. We played a couple new rotations. We had some players not traveling with us, some sick players, and some injured players. So we had to kind of make do with what we had, and we switched things up. But the kids were really versatile, and it was successful. Saturday, we lost to Kelly Walsh, and then took Douglas into 3 and lost by 2. But they fought hard, and it was a tournament. Definitely, it's a great tournament. We're playing in the event center. It's just like what state's going to look like. And great experience, good touches. So it was overall a great weekend.
Coach, you mentioned you guys tried some different things, some new things. Some of those players you were missing are going to be back tonight, but do you feel like that it worked well enough that you guys are going to maybe use those throughout the season, or was that kind of a patchwork situation to get you through that week?
I honestly think it was just a patchwork, just trying to make it work. But the kids are so versatile. I really do think that if somebody did get sick or injured, we have enough kids that can kind of fill in different positions. And so it was more of an issue just making sure six brand new rotations on the fly, but they did a great job. Never out of rotation, and were cognizant of where they needed to be and what their job was, and they did their job.
Coach, we get Jackson tonight. It's the final game of our first trip through the quadrant. After tonight, we'll be halfway through it. Jackson, they are people look at Jackson on the schedule, I think, and think one thing, but this Jackson team has kind of hit a transformative year.
Yeah, this is the best I've ever seen Jackson play. We watched them the weekend of September 8th and 9th in Afton, and they were dominating. They beat Malad. They beat the Star Valley second team, and then of course they just beat Star Valley's varsity team on Tuesday. So they're very balanced. They have got great athletes, but they just play clean volleyball. They're exceptional blockers, probably one of the best blocking teams that we've seen or faced. Their back row is good and steady, and their hitters are smart. They have a senior that likes to go line, roll shots. She can hit the line. She can also go sharp cross. She's got a lot of shots, so they're a really well-balanced team.
When you look at the stats, there's the attacking where things kind of balance out, but the advantage that Evanston has tonight is on the service line. How important is it going to be to kind of sneak some aces in there to light some runs for you guys tonight?
Yeah, serving will be huge. That is our advantage on the stats, and so we're going to have to serve tough and have good serve receive on our side to keep the ball in play. But serving tough, serving those seams, it's huge. It's been a focus of ours since we got back on Monday.
When you look at this Jackson teams, how do they handle serve receive? Is it something that they're pretty skilled with, or is that something you guys feel like you guys can exploit a little bit?
Well, watching 4 matches of theirs, they're not bad passers. We're just going to have to serve really, really well. But if they did have a weakness, this would be it. But quite honestly, watching their film, it didn't even look like that much of a weakness. I just know statistically we are ranked higher in that element, but their serve receive doesn't look bad.
There's been something about this matchup the last couple of years where we've seen 5-set matches just kind of go down to the wire tonight. We're hoping to see a repeat of that Jackson-Evanston kind of matchup that we've seen. Two teams that seem to have a lot of respect for each other right now. Can you talk to me a little bit about just kind of the progress you've seen from Jackson throughout the years? You noted that this is the best you've seen them play, but where's that progress kind of started?
I think that they've just been consistent with their coaching, and those girls, they're starting to build a culture up there that they do it right, and it might take some time to develop. She's had a young team for quite a few years, and then obviously they start to develop, but they've always been smaller. And so this group coming in, they're really athletic, and watching them, as like I said, back in Afton, they just seemed really coachable. They knew their job. They did it well. She has a couple of freshmen coming in and playing, and one's leading in the top 10 of blocks. So, and also aces by chance. So she's got some great young kids in, but she also, like I mentioned, she has an outside hitter that's really versatile. And so I think they're just a really smart team. They run a 6-2, so they always have 3 hitters, but that also means they always have 3 strong blockers. And so I just think they're probably one of the most balanced teams we've seen all year.
That's Coach Tara Lawler, head coach for Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck. Hopefully we're talking with you after a Red Devil win. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, thank you for being here, and go Red Devils.
Big thank you to Coach Tara Lawler for joining us on the Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming pregame coaches show. When we come back on the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show, we'll have our keys to the game brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth for our Ellingford Brothers Keys to the Game. Get all of your sand, cement, and gravel needs fulfilled at Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, 307-789-1515. Well, you heard Coach Lawler talk about it on the pregame coaches show. It's going to be serving for the Red Devils because this is one thing that Evanston does have an advantage on, and quite frankly, if the Red Devils can get a victory tonight, they will turn the 4A Southwest completely into chaos. As right now, if that were to happen, each team would have one loss with going into tomorrow night's matchup between Green River and Star Valley, I believe, or maybe they're playing tonight. Either way, Green River and Star Valley still have to play, but man, if you're Evanston and you can get a win here, then you would guarantee Jackson would have at least one loss going into the match, or going into the second part of the quadrant. Star Valley would have one loss, and of course Evanston has the two losses though to Green River. But if you can get a win here tonight, that would be big to bolster your chances. And it's going to come down to serve and serve receive for the Evanston Red Devils. Evanston, right now, number 9 in serving, 2.1 aces a set. Jackson, number 15 with 1.6 aces per set. So, and the service error, Jackson with 2.1 service errors per set, one of 4 teams in the twos, according to the stats we were able to find. And on service errors, Jackson gives up 1.8 service errors per set, Evanston 1.5. So serving is going to be big for the Evanston Red Devils. That is your Ellingford Brothers Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515. For all your cement, sand, and gravel needs, contact Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. When we come back, we'll introduce you to the team and get you set for first serve. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Here live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth here at Evanston High School. It's a match in the 4A Southwest. It's Evanston taking on Jackson here at Red Devil Gymnasium. About a minute 25 until we get started with today's matchup. And in the meantime, we'll give you our team introduction brought to you by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team.
I'm Ryan Debenham. I am a senior and I'm a right side hitter.
I'm Austin Robertson. I'm a junior and I'm our DS libero.
I'm Cazin Fitch. I'm a junior and I'm a middle hitter.
I'm Jaylee Critchfield. I'm a junior and I am a setter.
I'm Cassidy Coley and I'm a sophomore and I'm our DS libero.
My name's Autumn Neely. I'm a sophomore and I'm a middle blocker. Slave.
I'm Kyan Lawler. I'm a freshman and an outside hitter.
My name's Alyssa Brown. I'm a sophomore and I'm an outside hitter.
Your Evanston Red Devils, presented by Varsity Inc. Get all your Red Devil gear at Varsity Inc. in downtown Evanston, right there on Main Street. No better place to get your Red Devil gear for the homecoming festivities this week, as the Lady Red Devils are ready to kick off homecoming week here in Evanston. It's Evanston and Jackson, both on the volleyball court and the football field tomorrow. Kickoff for the homecoming game scheduled for 6 o'clock. We'll have our pregame show brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture live on mylocalradio.com at 5:15. We'll go ahead and now go radio silent for our national anthem and turn it over to the PA announcer. The national anthem has been sung, and now it is time for our starting lineups presented by Varsity Inc. We're on your team. Kicking it off with the Lady Broncs out of Jackson, coached by Tara Yancey. Number 5, a junior, Darren Vizowski. Number 6, a senior, Hadley Toulson. Number 7, a sophomore, Ella Zelazowski. Number 14, a junior, Ella Weimer. Number 21, a sophomore, Kira Jackson. Number 24, a senior, Sienna Anderson. And the libero tonight will be number 1, Denise Moreno. Broncs coached by Tara Yancey. And now we move on to the starting lineup for the Evanston Red Devils. Evanston white uniforms, red numerals. With the exception of the libero, navy blue uniform, white numerals with a red outline. As the Red Devils get ready to come out for this one, as Evanston will come out for their starting lineup. Of course, the Red Devils coached by Tara Lawler. The junior, number 2, Jaylee Critchfield. Sophomore, number 3, Braylon Morrison getting the start tonight, as she hucks her white volleyball deep into the stands. Freshman, number 9, Kyan Lawler. Senior, number 18, Ryan Debenham. A junior, number 25, Kaisley Fitch. And the freshman, number 30, Annalie West getting the start. And the libero for Evanston tonight, the sophomore, number 14, Cassidy Coley. Of course, Evanston coached by Tara Lawler as we get set for set number 1 to get us going here in Evanston. Jackson out there in a new uniform this year. Sleeveless white jersey that kind of ombres down to a burnt orange around the bottom, black numerals. With the exception of the libero, Denise Moreno wearing a black jersey, white numeral. Both sets of jerseys have that orange Jackson Bronc logo on the back. Evanston white uniforms. Red numerals, Evanston across the back with that candy cane stripe kind of going from the hip up towards the rib cage. As Evanston lines up on the left side of the net, Jackson on the right. As the Red Devils get set and ready to go. Cassidy Coley waiting off of the right sideline, ready to check in for this one. And now we'll see who she relieves here. And it will be Jaylee Critchfield checking. No, she just came up and kind of gave a high five to Cassidy. And Kaisley Fitch checks out. Coley checks in. Jaylee Critchfield takes the ball. And we are ready to go here in Evanston on a Thursday night. Starting about an hour behind schedule as the first serve from Critchfield is underway. And that is going to be a leadoff ace. Jaylee Critchfield gets us started early, and there's that key to the game that Coach talked about. Aces are going to be huge for the Red Devils here tonight. Critchfield to serve again. First touch for Jackson. Now they'll set it back over to Vysotsky, right side. Great dig by Evanston. Coley now passes over left side. Lawler looking for the right side. Goes off of the chest of the Bronx. Moreno slapped back over by Jackson. Evanston in transition. Lawler puts it back over to the Bronx. And now Jackson with Vysotsky on the right side. At the back row. Great dig by Braylon Morrison, but the ball goes into the ceiling and doesn't come down for quite a while. And they're saying that the Bronx got the point, but Coach Lawler went over and she's saying that they're going to replay it. Is that ball still up there? It is. It is hanging on the rafters right now. It never came down. It is caught on the net that separates the two courts, and we're going to have a replay of the point. Wow. What a dig by Braylon Morrison to send that thing into the ceiling. Coach Lawler says it never came down. It's stuck up there as Critchfield will serve. Goes for the right sideline, too wide, and it's 1-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Dylan Vysotsky of Jackson will be the first server for the Bronx. The junior lets it fly, and that one just over the net, received by Evanston. Critchfield goes left side. Lawler off the block, down on the Jackson side of the hardwood, and Kyan Lawler with the kill makes it 2-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Kyan will go back to serve. Lawler at the back row, first touch for Jackson. Vysotsky passes right side to Fermanek. Great dig by Evanston's Lawler, but it goes into the scorer's table, and we're tied at 2. On to serve for Jackson, Aaron Jewison, senior for the Bronx. Tie game here in set number 1. 2-2. That one just over the net. Received by Lawler. Critchfield tracks it down and now put back over by Lawler. Bronx receive thanks to a diving dig. Left side attack. Down on the right sideline. Sienna Anderson puts Jackson on top for the first time tonight. 3-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Aaron Jewison to serve for Jackson. First touch, Evanston's Coley. Critchfield now gets it over towards West, off the block of Jackson. Still on the Evanston side, pushed through by Jaylee Critchfield. 3-3 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, and we'll check it out on the Clean Energy instant replay. Critchfield goes to West. She tried the attack, blocked, kept alive by West, then pushed over by Critchfield. Serve coming up for Ryan Debenham. First touch in the back corner, Jackson. Vysotsky goes right side. Anderson in a diving dig in the corner by Evanston's Debenham. Slapped over Robinson, and Robertson makes it happen. Another great replay-worthy moment on the Clean Energy instant replay. As you see right here, Jackson tried to go for that corner, but Debenham with a diving dig keeps that alive. Here's Debenham with the serve. First touch, Moreno for Jackson. Vysotsky goes left side, blocked by the Red Devils, but out of play as Sienna Anderson squared that up well, and it is 4-4 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Nobody taking control of this match as Kira Jackson, the sophomore, will serve for the Bronx. First touch, Coley in the back row for Evanston. Critchfield jump set, left side, Robertson. And a great dig by Jackson in the back row. Vysotsky goes left side. Anderson off of Coley and over the back line. 5-4 Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Kira Jackson will serve for the Bronx. And that ball that was put up in the net that separates the two courts during Border Wars is still up there. It might be up there for quite a while. Serve received by Evanston. Left side, Austin Robertson off the fingertips of the block, and they deflect it into the net. And Austin Robertson is having a great offensive game tonight. Dannon Kohler will check in for Anna Lee West. So the sophomore comes in for the freshman. Kohler to serve for Evanston. First touch for Jackson. Punched over Vysotsky. Great diving dig by Evanston's Lawler. Left side, Robertson. Dig by Jackson in the back row. Left side, Anderson tried to go at the 10 line, and Robertson thought she had a hand in there to dig it for Evanston, but she can't. They say it dropped down, and it's 6-5 Jackson. Hadley Toulson to serve for the Bronx. First touch for Evanston's Coley. Critchfield jump set. Fitch puts it over the net, and now back to the Bronx. Right side, Vysotsky looking for the back row. Off of Debenham and into the stands. 7-5 Bronx. Toulson will get ready to serve again for Jackson, as this one has been an exciting start here in set number 1. Served by Toulson. First touch, Robertson in the back for Evanston. Critchfield dump set, looking for the 10-foot line, read well by Moreno. Back to the Bronx. Left side, Anderson off the Evanston block and out of play. 8-5 Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. So Hadley Toulson, the senior setter, back to the service line. Into the net, and the Red Devils cut it down to 2. Braylon Morrison checks in for Austin Robertson, and Morrison will go back to serve. First touch, back row for Jackson. Toulson sets up Vysotsky off the left side. Great dig by Evanston's Morrison in the back row. Now Lawler goes from left to right side, back to the Bronx. Right side, Anderson trying to respond with a two-hand pushover, dug by Evanston. Lawler clears that out in 3 for the Red Devils. Bronx back on offense. Anderson again from the right side, looking for the back row, denied by Evanston's defense again. Left side, Lawler, fingertip, drop, over the net and down. Red Devils take the gap and shrink it to 1. 8-7 Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Braylon Morrison to serve again. That one, tape tickler just over, kept up by the Bronx. They cleared out in 3. Evanston with a good dig from Coley, pushed over by Critchfield, back to Jackson. Moreno passes left side to Vysotsky. Great dig by Evanston's Coley in the back row on the attack. Back towards the Bronx, but the Red Devils actually can't clear it out in 3. The third attempt on the hit hits the top of the net and drops down on the Evanston side. 9-7 Bronx. Serve now for Sienna Anderson. For Jackson, received by Evanston. Critchfield goes left side, off the block, Lawler, and now back to the Bronx. Back row clear out by Jackson, received well by Evanston's Kohler. Cross set, left side. Lawler off of the Jackson block and out of play. Kyan Lawler cuts it down to 1. Kaisley Fitch to serve. Ryan Debenham checks in for Cassidy Coley. Served by Fitch into the nets. 10-8 Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Fitch checks out. Coley checks into the back row. So it is Morrison, Debenham, Lawler, Coley, and Critchfield. Served by Jackson, received by the Red Devils, and down for an ace for Ella Zalazowski. 11-8 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Bronx coming off of a 4-set victory over Star Valley on Tuesday night. Served by Vysotsky. Received Coley, over return, sent back by the Bronx to the Red Devils. Critchfield set it up Coley, back to Lawler, and now back to the Bronx. Dead center attack by Jackson, kept alive by the Red Devils, but they get called into the net. 12-8 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. A nail-biter of a first set. Ella Zalazowski to serve. First touch, Evanston's Kohler. Critchfield, cross set, left side, Lawler. Off the fingertips of the block, back to the Red Devils side, and they put it back to Jackson's side. Now trying to go for the shot was Wemmer, and she actually got under the ball and passed it to the side, and she gets called for a fourth hit on Jackson, and it's 12-9 Bronx. Critchfield to serve for Evanston. First touch is Anderson, curling towards the right side, kept alive by Vysotsky, and the Bronx aren't going to clear it out in 3. Moreno tried to get the third hit, but it went high instead of out, and it's a point for the Red Devils, down by 2 here in set number 1. Critchfield goes again. Bullet at the back row, great diving dig by Jackson's Anderson, and now pushed back over by the Bronx. Evanston receives. Critchfield dump set for the far line, and they get called. Evanston gets called for going over the nets. Bronx with a 13-10 lead. Dylan Vysotsky to serve. First touch, Evanston's Coley. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Lawler off the Jackson block, still on Evanston's side. Pushed over by Critchfield, back to the Bronx. Left side, Wemmer tries to go for the 10-foot line. Diving dig by Evanston. Lawler on the left side, off the fingertips of the Jackson block. Still on the Evanston side. Lawler, take 2. Over the Jackson block and now sent back by the Bronx in 2 hits. Back to Lawler again for Evanston. She punches it through. Good receive by Jackson. Left side, Wemmer off the Evanston block and down in the back row. They got a fingertip to it and not able to control it. 14-10 Jackson here in set number 1. Dylan Vysotsky to serve again, the junior. For Jackson. First touch, Evanston's Morrison, put back over by the Red Devils, and mishandled by Jackson on the second hit. They put it over the left sideline, and the Red Devils cut the gap down to 3. Lawler to serve for Evanston. Down 14-11 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Kyan Lawler, Jaylee Critchfield, Ryan Debenham, Annalie West, Austin Robertson, and Cassie Coley on the court for Evanston. Served by Lawler, down for an ace. Nobody saw where that was going or where it came from, and they just let it drop down in front of them. Check it out on the Clean Energy Instant Replay as Lawler lets a beautiful ball go right there. Lawler now to serve again, trying to get back-to-back aces, denied by Jackson. They'll clear it out in 3 hits. Evanston with a good receive. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Robertson off the block, down on the 10-foot line. And Austin Robertson cuts the gap down to 1. 14-13 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Lawler to serve again. First touch, back row for Jackson. Vysotsky setting up Jackson off the Evanston block and down, and Kira Jackson puts the Bronx back up 15-13. It's going to get confusing if I say set up Jackson because the team name is Jackson, but they also have a player whose last name is Jackson. Aaron Jewison, the senior, to serve for the Bronx. First touch is Lawler for Evanston. Sends it towards the net. Calmed down by Critchfield. Punched through by Debenham. Jackson now in transition. Sets up Anderson. Bullet in the back row. Great dig by Evanston's Lawler. Sent back over by the Red Devils. Now another chance for Jackson. They launch a bullet. Deflected high by Evanston's Coley. Lawler from beyond the 10-foot line. Looking for the right side. Goes wide. And it's 16-13. Jackson timeout. Red Devils trail here in set number 1. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Well, this game will be forever known as the game that a volleyball started in play and is stuck on the separating net, the dividing net, and it's still sitting there as we are 16-13. Jackson here in set number 1. Aaron Jewison, the senior, to serve for the Bronx. First touch, Evanston's Coley, and it curls up, goes off the basketball court. Great response there by Critchfield. Debenham punches it over, tried to go for the right block, or right corner rather, and they say it's out. Jackson leads 17-13. Served by the Bronx. First touch, Evanston's Robertson. Critchfield back set. West punches that one over the line and goes off of the line again on the right side. They say she's wide. 18-13 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Jewison to serve, up by 5. First touch, Lawler in the back. Critchfield. Jump set, left side. Robertson puts that one off the block and they mishandle it down on the Jackson side. Austin Robertson is having a bit of a breakout game here in set number 1 on the attacking. Not able to keep stats tonight, but I would imagine she is one of the leaders here. Served by Ryan Debenham. First touch, over return to Evanston. And the Red Devils clear it back out in 3. A diving Jackson Bronx Moreno keeps it alive. Now puts it over in 3. Push back over in 1. Hit by Critchfield down in the back. We'll check it out on the Clean Energy instant replay as the Bronx worked so hard to get that one over, and Critchfield sends it back in 1 dump set. Great job there by Jaylee. Served by Debenham. Tape tickler. Looked like it could have been down, and it is assisted over by the Bronx. And Evanston mishandles it on 2 hits. A bizarre play as it looked like it was down, and Evanston was caught off guard, and they couldn't get there in time. 19-15 Jackson. Serve received by Evanston. Critchfield goes to Fitch. Now back to the Bronx. Vizoski cross set, left side. Anderson off the Evanston block and down. Kaisley, Fitch, and Annalie West. Evanston down by 3. Dannon Kohler to serve for the Red Devils. First touch in the back row for Jackson. Now sent back over in 3 hits, and it's down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. It was an attempted clearance by Olliff Furmanek, and this freshman finds the hardwood on the Evanston side. Up by 4, the Bronx now send Hadley Toulson back to serve. Into the net, Red Devils cut the gap down to 3. 20-17 Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Braylon Morrison will get ready to serve for Evanston, getting one of her first start, I believe. Serve received by Jackson. Anderson slaps it over from the right sideline. Now back to the Red Devils. Critchfield calms it down. Lawler, left sideline, looking for the back row. Got it. And the Red Devils cut the gap down to 2 here in set number 1. Braylon Morrison, the sophomore, to serve. First touch for Jackson on the back row. Calmed down by the Bronx, and they're going to send it out of play. Toulson got under it and sent that one out. Timeout called. Jackson, it's a 1-point set, 20-19 Bronx. Here in set number 1, you're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
At the Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston, we understand that breakfast matters. That's why every room reservation includes a full complimentary breakfast. Delicious, quality food prepared and served by an amazing staff. Start your day the right way with breakfast at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Quality, delicious food and excellent service every time, because breakfast matters.
Served by Morrison, and that's long, just off the back line. She didn't miss by much. 21-19, Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Sienna Anderson, the senior outside hitter, to serve for Jackson. Received by Coley, Cridgefield, cross set, left side, Lawler, fingertip roll, looking for the 10-foot line. Jackson with a diving dig. Vysogoski from the 10-foot stripe, blocked by Evanston, or dug by Evanston into the scores table. 22-19, Jackson. And timeout called. It's going to be a short one. We'll keep it right here. Bronx and Red Devils. This, ladies and gentlemen, was a matchup I think Evanston was very much looking forward to, as Jackson, you got to think after their win against Star Valley, has got to be regarded as one of the best in the West. And now Evanston keeping pace with this Bronx team. Only match of the week for Evanston this week, as they will enjoy the homecoming festivities. The parade tomorrow. We'll have that live on mylocalradio.com, and the football game against Jackson with some huge implications. We'll have that live at 5:15 for pregame show, 6 o'clock kickoff. Served by Sienna Anderson, received by Evanston. Critchfield goes left side. Lawler looking for the back row, denied by Jackson. Toulson sets up Vysogoski, left side off the fingertips of the block. Great receive by Evanston's Morrison. Left side Lawler, great dig by Jackson's Moreno. Back to Vysogoski, drops the hammer down in the left corner as Evanston's called into the net though. 23-19. We got a 23-19. Jackson in the lead. Sienna Anderson to serve. First touch, Coley in the back. Critchfield, left side. Lawler off the block, but they're actually going to say she didn't hit the block. They say she hit the net. 4 hits, set point. Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. 24-19 as Anderson serves. First touch, Evanston's Coley. Critchfield, jump, dump set, looking for the 10-foot line, denied by Moreno. Diving dig by the Jackson libero. Back to Evanston, sent back by Critchfield again, and this time it finds the hardwood. Critchfield with a jumping kind of assist over the net at the logo. Puts it down on the near side of the 10-foot stripe. It's still set point Jackson, 24-20. Georgia Steinke and will now check in. Braylon Morrison checks out. Kaisley Fitch serves for the Red Devils. And that one is in there for an ace. Great serve by Kaisley Fitch. Makes it 21-24. And Fitch just deposits that one on the left sideline. Still set point for Jackson. Served by Fitch again. Now and received by Jackson. Left side, Vysogoski looking for the wing. Great dig by Evanston. Steinke, Critchfield, cross that left side. Lawler off of a diving Moreno in the back row for Jackson, and they'll clear it out in 3 hits. Received by Lawler. Fitch goes back to Lawler from the 10-foot line. Dug by Anderson for Jackson. Slapped back over by the Bronx in 3. Red Devils trying to stay alive, down 24-21. Left side, Lawler down in the back row, 24-22. Red Devils starting to make this thing tighter. One more set point that Evanston has to survive. Served by Fitch. First touch, Jackson's Anderson. Toulson, back set, right side. Vysotsky down in the back as she threaded the two defenders in the left corner. And Jackson takes set number 1, 25-22. Your final score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll have set number 2 brought to you by Unita Eye and Vision right after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Final score, set number 1, it's Jackson 25, Evanston 22. As we get set for set number 2, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. So Jackson takes set number 1 as we get set here at Red Devil Gymnasium. And then set number 2, it looks like Alyssa Brown is up off the bench, and she's going onto the court. So Alyssa Brown, the first time we're seeing her since the Star Valley match last Tuesday. And she looks happy to be out there. So it is Fitch, Debenham, Brown, Lawler, Critchfield, and Kohler out there for the Red Devils. So now you've got your top 2 weapons out there if you're Coach Lawler. And you competed very well in set number 1. See what you can do here in set number 2, brought to you by Unita Eye and Vision. Jackson on the left side of the net. Evanston on the right side of the net. As both teams dancing to the music provided by Kevin Callis. As both teams having a good time here in Evanston. A lot of similarity between these two squads. A lot of similarities, and you're seeing them kind of just how close matched they are by virtue of that first set. Cassidy Coley checks in for Kaisley Fitch, so it's Coley, Brown, Kohler, Debenham, Lawler, and Critchfield on the court for Evanston. Zelazowski checks off for Jackson, and the black jerseyed libero, Denise Moreno, checks in as Dylan Vysotsky will serve for the Bronx. First touch in the back row, Evanston's Lawler. Critchfield cross set, left side. Lawler looking for the back row. Great dig there by Anderson for Jackson. Left side attack from the Bronx. That's Jorgensen back to Evanston. Lawler clears out in 3. Jackson now in transition, goes onto the left side. Jackson goes off. Kira Jackson goes off at the top of the net and down on the 10-foot stripe. Bronx take a 1-0 set lead here in set number 2 and lead it 1-0. Served by Dylan Vysotsky. And Coach Lawler comes out to ask the official a question about rotations potentially. And Vysotsky to serve again. First touch, Evanston's Lawler in the left corner. Critchfield goes back to Lawler. Fingertip roll by the Red Devils. Sent back by the Bronx. Kira Jackson with the jump block at the logo, and it's 2-0 Bronx. Vysotsky to serve again. First touch, Brown in the back row. Critchfield dump set looking for the right sideline. Found it! Threaded the needle, and Jaylee Critchfield makes a play to get the serve back to the Red Devils, and really more personally back into her hands. And Critchfield to serve, going right to left on mylocalradio.com. First touch in the back row, Anderson. Vysotsky goes towards the left side. Put back over by Jorgensen, and off of Evanston and over the left sideline. 3-1. Or excuse me, that's Furmanek. 3-1 Bronx. Here comes Jewison to serve for Jackson. Into the net. Evanston cuts it to 2, or 1 rather. Kyan Lawler, the freshman, to serve for Evanston. First touch, back row, Anderson. Calmed down by Jackson's Vysotsky, goes back to Anderson. Diving dig by Evanston, sends it back to Jackson in one hit. Left side, Anderson looking for the back row. Great diving dig by Evanston's Coley, and Evanston clears it over in 3. Despite the precarious situation they were in. Slapped over by Kiara Jackson. And now back to the Red Devils. Lawler clears it out from the back row. And now the Bronx in transition. Sienna Anderson off the Evanston block, and it ricochets down on the left sideline on the Evanston side of the courts. 4-3 Bronx on the Heritage Auto, 4-2 Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Kiara Jackson to serve, received by Evanston. Critchfield sends it back to Lawler from the 10-foot line, goes off of Jackson, and now back to the Red Devils in 3 hits, received by Evanston. Critchfield sets, left side, Brown goes off the block, and no, she goes off the net, 4 hits, 5-2 Bronx. Kiara Jackson to serve again. First touch, Lawler in the back. Critchfield back sets. West slaps it over, blocked by Jackson. Red Devils with it again. Lawler from beyond the 10-foot stripe into the nets. 6-2 Jackson here in set number 2, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, or our vision is to improve yours. Red Devils' vision right now is to try to end this roll that Jackson is on. Received by the Red Devils. Pushed back over by West, looking for the 10-foot line. Great dig by the Jackson defense. Left side, Anderson down in the Evanston left corner. Timeout, Red Devils. Jackson on a 7-2 start. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth. Set number 2 brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Jackson leads 7-2 and lead it 1-0 after taking set 1, 25-22. Kiara Jackson to serve for the Bronx. And tried to go for the left sideline, went too wide. So the Red Devils get the point after the timeout. And now Debenham will serve for the Red Devils. Coley checks off. Fitch checks back on, joining West, Brown, Lawler, Critchfield, and Debenham, who serves. The lone senior goes for the back row, and Jackson receives. Left side, Anderson off the top of the net. Great dig by Evanston's Debenham. Sent back over by Brown. Here come the Bronx as they'll calm things down. Sent back over by Jackson. Evanston in transition. Brown off the top of the block, deflected behind Vysotsky. And Alyssa Brown gets her first kill of the match, and it's 7-4 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Debenham to serve again. And right now there's some type of conversation happening as the teams will go ahead and huddle up and meet. .3-0 run right now by the Red Devils. Serve by Debenham, received by the Bronx. Vysotsky goes left side. Anderson down in the left corner. 8-4 Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Hadley Toulson, the senior to serve for Jackson, received by the Red Devils. Lawler puts it over the top of the net for Evanston, and it's fumbled by the Bronx and down. And Kyan Lawler cuts the gap to 3. Dannon Kohler checks in for Annalie West, and Kohler will go back to serve. First serve from Kohler, ace, as that goes off of Moreno and curls over the back row, and Dannon Kohler makes it 8-6 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Kohler to serve again, over the net, received by Jackson's Moreno. Back set, right side, Anderson, great dig there by the Red Devils. Left side, Brown, and that goes off of the Jackson block, mishandled by the Red Devils, and Jackson stretches the lead back out to 3. Sienna Anderson to serve as Kohler checks out, Robertson checks in. First touch, Evanston in the back, Critchfield cross at left side, Brown through the block and down in the back row. And Alyssa Brown cuts it back down to 2. We'll check this kill out on the Clean Energy instant replay, as this was set up beautifully by the dig in the back row by Lawler. Critchfield then goes to Brown. Can't draw it up much better than that. Serve by Brown, received by the Bronx. Right side, Vysotsky blocked by Evanston. Back to the Bronx. Now this time they're going to try the left, and now back to Evanston. Lawler from the 10-foot line over the net, kept alive by a diving Moreno for Jackson. They'll send it back to the Red Devils. Critchfield jump set, Fitch pushes that one over, looking for the right corner. Great diving dig by Anderson in the back row. Jackson clears it out in 3. Red Devils get a first touch from Coley in the back. Left side, Lawler over the block, kept alive by Jackson. They'll back set, right side, Vysotsky down in the back. Cross court, right to left corner. And Jackson extends their lead back out to 3. Ella Zelezoski to serve, the sophomore for the Bronx. First touch for Evanston is Coley in the back. Critchfield sends it high, slapped over Lawler, looking for the left corner. Goes wide left. 11-7 Jackson here in set number 2. Bronx lead 1-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Zelezoski to serve. First touch, Brown in the back row for Evanston. Critchfield cross set, left side, Lawler. Great dig by Jackson to keep it alive. Vysotsky passes over to Zelezoski, who clears it out from beyond the 10-foot stripe. Kept in by Robertson, and the Red Devils will clear it out as well. Bronx now trying to get something going in transition. Jackson tries to go for the shot. It was Kiera Jackson, by the way, and she launches one from the logo. Evanston mishandles it, gets called for a lift. And it's 12-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Jackson leading. Zelezoski to serve. First touch, Coley in the back row for Evanston. Red Devils mishandle it. The pass from Coley goes where it needs to go, but the second pass is just a little bit off the mark, and it goes down on their own side of the hardwood. 13-7 Jackson. Zalazowski serves from the left corner for the Bronx. Received by Evanston. Critchfield with the dump set, looking for the 10-foot line. A diving Zalazowski denied. Punched over by Jackson's Vizowski, and she goes dead center from the logo, runs in from the right side of the court, punches that in from the center, and it's 14-7 Jackson. Zalazowski to serve. First touch, Coley in the back for Evanston. Critchfield goes left side. Lawler through the block and kept alive by the Bronx. Vizowski from the logo again, sends it up high and puts it down in the back row. 15-7 Bronx. Timeout called. We'll take it as well. Red Devils trail by 8. And 1-0 to the Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
Dad?
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
8-point lead for the Bronx as we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth here in set number 2. Elan Olliff coming to you live from Evanston High School. Served by Zalazowski. Received by the Red Devils. Brown goes Critchfield. Right side, Fitch looking for the left corner. Too much. 16-7 Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As this first set, 25-22 is your final. Bronx on top. But right now, the Bronx trying to create some separation. Served by Zalazowski, receive Coley. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Lawler off the block, kept alive by Evanston's Coley, sent back by the Red Devils. Bronx in transition. Jackson from the logo, off the Evanston block, and down Kaisley Fitch. 16-8 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, and Fitch will go back to serve. First touch in the back row, Vizowski. Now back to the Bronx. Vizowski down as she goes from the right sideline, dead center back row. 17-8 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Dylan Vizowski, one of the top attackers in the West, and she's showing you why right there. It'll be Vizowski to serve again. Received by Brown. Critchfield tries to assist the pass over, but the Red Devils just can't get it over the net. And the Bronx lead by 10 here in set number 2, 18-8. Vizowski into the net. Evanston cuts it down to single digits, and they need a run, and here comes Jaylee Critchfield to serve. Austin Robertson checks out as Annalie West comes into the front row. Critchfield, the junior, already with an ace tonight. First touch for Jackson. Vizowski, back set. Tries to put it back over, and Jorgensen goes over the Evanston block and down right at the net on the Evanston side. 19-9 Bronx. As Aaron Jewison, the senior, to serve. First touch, Evanston's Brown. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Lawler looking for the back row. Jewison for Jackson, denies. Left side, Anderson. Evanston gets a dig from Brown in the back row. And now they'll go to Lawler looking for the right sideline. Denied by the Bronx's libero. Left side, Anderson went too long. Sienna Anderson tried to go left side to right corner, put too much on it. And the Red Devils trim the lead back down to 9. And Lawler to serve. That one is long. Tried to thread it on the back line, just put too much on it. 20-10 Bronx here in set number 2. As Kiera Jackson, the sophomore, to serve. First touch, back row, Coley. Critchfield, back set. Evanston's West puts it over the Jackson block. Sent back in one hit by Jackson. Evanston mishandles the return, and it goes off of an Evanston player, goes out instead of up, and it's 21-10. Kiera Jackson to serve again. Evanston gets a first touch. Lawler, Critchfield, cross set, left side, bopped over by Coley. Bronx now in transition. Right side, and that goes off the Evanston block and over the antenna. Olliff Furmanek gets the kill. 22-10 Bronx. Kiera Jackson again. First touch. Evanston's Coley. Critchfield, dump set, looking for the left side line, denied by Vizoski for Jackson. Punched over by Anderson. Evanston with a good receive. Critchfield again with another dump set. Kiera Jackson denies. Left side again for the Bronx, and a great dig by Critchfield for Evanston. Brown slaps it back over, back to the Bronx, and now they'll try to set up Anderson from the left line. Great dig by Evanston's Coley in the back row. Critchfield sends that one back over the net. Bronx do it just in time as well. Back to Evanston. Debenham, finger roll over the net. Bronx now in transition. Left side, Anderson off of Coley and out of play. She tried to go for the right sideline, and she got it. 23-10 Bronx. Kiera Jackson to serve again for the Bronx. First touch, Brown for Evanston. Critchfield goes back to Brown, goes into the nets. Check that. Actually, Brown went through the block and just put it on the Jackson side of the net. 23-11 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Debenham to serve for Evanston, the lone senior. First touch for Jackson. Left side, Anderson. Tried to go for the left sideline. Too much. Too much left. 23-12. Evanston needs a run to try to get back into this one. Debenham with the serve down for an ace at the 10-foot line. 10-point lead for Jackson. Debenham to do it again. Debenham, Lawler, Critchfield, Brown, Fitch, and West on the court for the Red Devils as Debenham serves into the net. Set point Jackson. Hadley Toulson checks on to serve said set point for the Bronx. Evanston gets a first touch from Coley. Critchfield, back set, right side, West off the block for Jackson, and they'll clear it out in 3. Back to the Red Devils. Lawler to Critchfield, setting up Fitch, looking for the back row, denied by Jackson's Toulson, and the Bronx gather themselves and send it back over in 3. Evanston Brown on the left side, too much. They're saying it's deflected over. So the Red Devils hold off set point for a little while longer as Brown gets the kill. And Kohler to serve. So Dannon Kohler checks in. Annalie West will take a well-deserved rest. 24-14 Jackson. Serve received by the Bronx into the net. Over return sent back by Evanston's Brown. Bronx cleared out in 3. Critchfield jump set. Fitch down in the back row for the Red Devils. And Kaisley Fitch cuts it back down to 9. Kohler to serve again. First touch, Jackson's Vysotsky. Set back to Vysotsky. Blocked by Evanston. Down on the 10-foot line. Kaisley Fitch and Jaylee Critchfield. 24-16. Still set point for the Bronx. Kohler with the serve. First touch in the back row for Jackson. Toulson sets Vysotsky left side. Going for the win. Down in the back row, and she got it. Final score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard in set number 2. It's Jackson 25, Evanston 16. We'll be right back with set number 3 right after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Dad, did you know that the iris of your eye is more unique than your fingerprint?
Yes, I did. I learned that in optometry school. I'm Dr. Trent Clooney with Uinta Eye and Vision. where we understand that every eye is unique. We are dedicated to carrying on the tradition of great vision care in Evanston. Quality care like I received growing up here. I care about your individual and unique eye health. With over a decade of experience, I'm excited to have returned to Evanston and once again cheer on the Evanston Red Devils.
Call my dad at Uinta Eye and Vision to schedule an appointment. 307-789-3937.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth here at Evanston High School. Jackson leads it 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, taking set 1 25-22 and set 2 25-16. Bronx looking to go undefeated through the first trip through the quadrant. As Evanston will have to bear down and try to get something going here. They have to take this third set in order to force a fourth. As they lost to Star Valley in 4, lost to Green River in 3, so it'd be big if you can get a fourth set here if you're the Red Devils, and it seems like they were starting to gain some momentum at the end of that set. As right now, the Red Devils will get ready to serve. Coley checks in, Fitch checks out. As Jaylee Critchfield will go back to serve for Evanston. Critchfield, the junior and 3-year starter for Coach Tara Lawler. Lets it fly. Jackson gets a first touch from Vysotsky. Toulson goes back to Vysotsky, throws that one over. And now back to the Red Devils. Left side, Lawler, fingertip drop down on the near side of the 10-foot line from that left sideline, and Evanston strikes first, 1-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Critchfield to serve again. First touch, Moreno in the back for Jackson. Left side, Vysotsky puts that one past the defender and down in the right corner. Hot hit there from Vysotsky as she just drops the hammer. And now Dylan Vysotsky will go back to serve, the junior. First touch, Robertson in the back row for Evanston. Critchfield jump set, left side, Lawler off the block, down on the Evanston side. And the block to Olliff Furmanek. 2-1 Bronx. Served by Jackson's Vysotsky. Received Evanston. Debenham goes off of the Jackson block. Back to the Bronx. Pushed back over by Evanston's Critchfield. Left side for Jackson. And that is a huge attack from Sar Jorgensen. 3-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Jackson, Vysotsky to serve. That one goes into the net and a service error on the Bronx. Red Devils cut it down to 2-1. Lawler ready to serve for Evanston. Freshman from the left corner. Tried to go for the back row. First touch for Jackson is Furmanek. Right side. Jorgensen checked by Evanston. Let Brown tried to go for the right corner and too much. 4-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, and the Bronx will get Aaron Jewison, the senior, to serve. Jewison just over the net, kept alive by Evanston's Lawler. Pushed over Critchfield. Good read by Jackson's Jewison in the front, in the back row. Setting up Kira Jackson from the logo to just send a missile off the Evanston block and out of play. 5-2 Jackson. Jewison to serve. First touch, Coley in the back. Critchfield sets up well for Debenham, who puts it over for the Red Devils. Now Jackson in transition. Anderson with a good attack, deflected up by Evanston, sent back by the Red Devils. Now the Bronx again. Anderson gets another crack at it. Puts it down in the back row past a diving Kyan Lawler. 6-2 Bronx. Jewison to serve. First touch, Coley in the back. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Brown off the block, kept alive by Evanston as they will send it back to the Bronx. Anderson again goes from the left side to the right corner and gets it to fall. 7-2 Bronx to start this one out. A must-win set 3 for the Red Devils. Jewison to serve. First touch, Lawler in the back. Critchfield back sets to West, and she can't control it as it goes over the net but outside the antenna. 8-2 Bronx. Timeout. Coach Lawler will take it as well. Red Devils down here in set number 3. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Red Devils down 8-2 here in set number 3. A must-win set number 3 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard for the Red Devils. Aaron Jewison, the senior, to serve again for the Bronx, up by 6. First touch, Evanston's Coley in the back. Critchfield sends it high. Debenham from the 10-foot line, down in the right corner. Dead center, good attack from Debenham, and the senior cuts the gap down to 5. Debenham will go back to serve as well. Senior lets it go, and the first touch for Jackson is Moreno. Left side, Anderson, too much. Tried to go for the right corner, cross court from near to far, and it's 8-4 Bronx. Debenham to serve again. First touch, Moreno in the back. Vazoski setting up Jackson off of a diving Kyan Lawler and over the back, and Kira Jackson. Another dead center attack, and she cuts that down to 5. Kira Jackson, the sophomore, back to serve. Into the net. Red Devils cut it back down themselves to 4. As Dan and Kohler will check in for Annalie West. Kohler to serve. Into the net. 10-5 Bronx after the service error. And running on to the court for Coach Tara Yancey of Jackson, it's Hadley Toulson, the senior, to serve. First touch, Evanston's Lawler in the back row. Critchfield jump set. Fitch gets it down on the far side of the 10-foot strike from dead center, and Kaisley Fitch Brings it down to 4. Here comes Alyssa Brown to serve for the Red Devils. The sophomore has missed the last couple games. Good to see her back out there. Served by Brown, received by Bronx. Try to send it back to the Red Devils, but Evanston all too happy to receive. Critchfield sets up Lawler. Great dig by Jackson Vizoski in the back row. They'll clear it out in 3, and the Red Devils in transition. Critchfield goes left side. Lawler tries to put it over the block, but they send it back to the Red Devils. Lawler take 2, off of the fingertips of the block and down on the 10-foot line. (10-7) Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Brown trying to get this thing back for Evanston. First touch, Vizoski for Jackson in the back row. Back set, Anderson looking for the back row from the left side, denied by Evanston. Dump set, Critchfield. Back to the Bronx, Anderson on the right side yet again. Diving dig, puts the ball into the nets. A diving dig by Alyssa Brown in the back row, and it goes off of her into the net. Critchfield tried to calm it down, but to no avail. It's 11-7 Bronx. Sienna Anderson, the senior, to serve for Jackson. Received by Evanston, cross set, left side, Lawler off the block, kept alive by the Bronx. They'll send it back to the Red Devils. Critchfield, cross set, left side, Lawler off the block, and the Red Devils can't clear it out in 3. The block fell down right in front of the net, and Evanston was just maybe a fraction of a second too late to try to elevate that ball, and it's 12-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Serve received by Evanston. Critchfield, back set. Fitch off the top of the block, kept alive by Jackson's Moreno. Left side, Anderson into the nets. Red Devils cut it down to 4. Down 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. A must-win set 3 for Evanston to extend the night. Served by Fitch into the net. 13-8, Bronx by 5. Kira Jackson checks in for the Bronx, and now she'll take her spot in the front row, as that'll set up Ella Zelazoski to serve for Tara Yancey's crew. Evanston, first touch, Lawler on the left sideline. Critchfield gets under it, sends it back to Lawler, off of the block. A diving dig by Jorgensen keeps it alive, punched over by the Bronx. Critchfield, back set, left side to Lawler, and a great dig by Jackson in the back row. Give it to Anderson, right side Vizoski, off the block, kept alive by Evanston. We got a volley here. Lawler sends it into the nets, and the Red Devils see the Bronx go up by 6. Despite some great defensive work by both crews here today. Ella Zelazoski to serve again. High serve received by Evanston's Lawler. Sent it back to Kira Jackson. She tried to go duck hunting and send it back to the Red Devils. Critchfield was ready and waiting. She blocks it and sends it back to the Bronx and down on their side of the court. The block for the kill for Jaylee Critchfield makes it 14-9. Bronx served by Critchfield. Received by the Bronx. Left side, Jorgensen can't get over the net and elevate it enough. And the Red Devils bring it down to 4. Critchfield to serve. First touch, Vizoski, but it's curling away from her teammates and down on the right sideline. Ace for Critchfield. Timeout called by Coach Yancey. We'll take it as well. Evanston down by 3 here in set 3. It's a must-win set 3 for Evanston on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Jaylee Critchfield to serve as we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Red Devils down by 3 and a must-win set for the Red Devils. Bronx get Vysotsky to tip it over the net. Now Evanston with it. Left side, Lawler over the block, kept alive by a diving Jorgensen. Back to the Red Devils. Critchfield sets up Debenham, and she's called into the... So the point goes to the Red Devils. The up judge signaled one way. The down judge signaled another way. They're saying official calls Jackson into the net, and Evanston cuts the gap down to 2. Critchfield to serve again. Into the nets. Bronx lead 15-12 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Dylan Vysotsky will go back to serve for the Bronx. Olive Furmanek checks in for Hadley Toulson. First touch for Evanston's Robertson in the back row. Critchfield sets up Lawler looking for the right sideline, denied by the Bronx. The pass nearly goes into the net, and the Bronx cleared out in 3. Lawler again on the left, blocked by the Bronx, sent back over by Coley. A diving Vysotsky for Jackson keeps it alive. Slapped back over by the Bronx. Critchfield left side to Lawler, looking for the right sideline, found it. Went cross court, cuts it back down to 2. And now Kyan Lawler on to serve for the Red Devils. Austin Robertson checks out. Alyssa Brown checks in. Kyan Lawler, the freshman. First touch for Jackson is Anderson. Right side Jorgensen, blocked by Evanston, but down on their side of the court, right on the logo. 16-13, Bronx. Aaron Jewison checking in for the Bronx. Senior for Coach Tara Yancey. First touch, Brown in the back row for Evanston. Critchfield cross that back to Brown, looking for the back row. Over return, sent back by Evanston's Alyssa Brown. It's a 2-point set, and we check it out on the Clean Energy Instant Replay board as Brown goes high after the over return and just fingertips it back over. Served by Ryan Debenham. Punches that over the net. First touch for Jackson is Moreno. Vysotsky goes left side. Anderson looking for the left sideline. Great diving dig by Debenham. Pushed back over by Evanston. Here come the Bronx again. Kira Jackson right into the Evanston block, and Jackson can't clear it out in 3. Red Devils cut it to 1. Check out the diving dig by Debenham to keep this thing going on the attack by Anderson. Just a great athletic play there. Debenham to serve. First touch, Moreno in the back. Vysotsky, cross set, left side. Anderson off the block and over the back line. And the Bronx get it back out to 2. Moreno checks out and Zelazowski checks in as Kira Jackson will serve for the Bronx. First touch, back row for Evanston's Lawler. Critchfield sets it high to the left side, looking for Brown, and they deflect it over the back line. I think it went off of Jackson's foot, the way she's reacting. Or did her foot get stepped on or something? We've got an injury. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
The injured party was Jackson sophomore Kiera Jackson. She was helped out of here by the athletic staff. We'll keep an eye to see what happens there. Served by Kohler for Evanston. Now Jackson goes Anderson off the Evanston block, kept alive by Dannon Kohler and sent back over by Cassidy Coley. Back set left side, Anderson off the block and down in the back row, and Jackson gets the point after the injury timeout to stretch it back out to 3 as Hadley Toulson will get ready to come in. (16-18). Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Served by Toulson, received by the Red Devils. Critchfield goes left side. Brown off the block, down in the back row, and it's a 1-point set. And Alyssa Brown to serve. First touch in the back row by Jewison. Back to the Bronx, right side, Anderson kept alive by Evanston's Brown. Critchfield, cross set, left side, Lawler off the block, and the Bronx with a chance. Back set, back to Anderson, right sideline, great dig by Evanston's Coley. Slapped back over by Evanston, Lawler down on the 10-foot line, and we're tied. Timeout, Bronx. We'll take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Red Devils and Bronx tied here in set number 3, but the Bronx lead it 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Alyssa Brown to serve for Evanston. Alyssa Brown to serve. First touch is Moreno down for an ace. She tried to set it up high with 2 hands, but it came out instead of up, and the Red Devils take the lead 19-18. Served by Brown. First touch in the back row, Vizoski. Set right side, Anderson. Great dig on the left sideline by Evanston's Kohler. Lawler from the left puts it down on the right, and the Red Devils extend the lead to 2, 20-18 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Brown to serve again. First touch, Jewison in the back row for the Bronx. Right side, pushed over by Anderson, and now back to the Red Devils. Punched over by Fitch, looking for the right corner, but just missed wide right. 20-19 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Austin Robertson checks in for Alyssa Brown. It's Robertson, Fitch, Critchfield, Lawler, Coley, and Kohler. Serve by Anderson, kept alive by the Red Devils. They'll put it over in 3. Over return, and the Bronx, though, mishandle the ball, and it falls off the net and onto their side. 21-19, Red Devils. Kaisley Fitch to serve. First touch, Moreno in the back row. Toulson, back set, right side. Vysotsky, too much. Red Devils up 22-19 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Served by Fitch. Received by the Bronx. Vysotsky, right side. Fingertip roll over the net. Sent back in one hit by Evanston. They'll try to set it. Vysotsky again, but the pass goes into the net. And it's 23-19. Red Devils, we have a 23-19. Fitch to serve again. First touch is Jorgensen. Back set. Vysotsky on the right. Down in the left corner. And it's 23-20 Red Devils. Ella Zelezoski to serve. And right now there's a conversation happening between the side official and Jackson coach Tara Yancey. As Ella Zelezoski will now go on. Moreno checks off, and Ella Wimmer will check on. Zelezoski to serve for the Bronx. Down 23-20 here in set 3, but they have a 2-0 advantage. Serve. Receive Robertson. Critchfield gets under it. Dump set. Looks for the 10-foot line. Denied by Toulson for Jackson. Slap back over. Jorgensen down on the left sideline. 23-21 Evanston, as Zelezoski will go back to serve again. High arcing serve received by Evanston. Critchfield goes left side. Lawler looking for the back row. Denied by Anderson. Pushed back over by Vysotsky. Now back to the Red Devils. Left side. Lawler can't get over the block. They'll send it back to the Red Devils, and Evanston back to Jackson. Third hit is a desperation clear out. Dump set. Jaylee Critchfield, she saw open hardwood on the 10-foot line and took advantage of it. Check it out on the Clean Energy Instant Replay. As the pass put Vysotsky off position, Critchfield saw that 10-foot line was wide open, and it's set point Red Devils with Jaylee Critchfield to serve. First touch in the back row for Jackson. Cross set. Vysotsky pushes it over the net. Kept alive Robertson. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Lawler puts it over the net for the win off of a diving Bronk and into the net. Red Devils take set number 3. 25-21, and it's 2-1 Jackson. We'll be right back with set 4 after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth as we get set for set number 4 as Evanston takes set number 3, 25-21. So it's must win the rest of the way for the Red Devils. And if you're Evanston, you're riding that momentum that you had, came back down in this third set. Now if you can get a set 4 win, send this thing to a race to 15. Evanston on the right side of the net. Jackson will be on the left side of the net. Jackson will have the opening serve. As right now the student section shrunken down just a little bit as they have the pep rally for the homecoming game later on tonight. Happening at the football field right now, I believe. We are 23 hours away, just under 23 hours away from kickoff to that homecoming football game against the Jackson Bronx. We'll have pregame at 5:15 p.m. brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture, and kickoff at 6 p.m. Big implications. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll also have the homecoming parade live on mylocalradio.com as well. Dylan Vizosky to serve for the Bronx. First touch, Robertson in the back row. Critchfield cross set left side, back to Lawler, kept alive by the Bronx block. Left side, Jorgensen drops the hammer, going for the back row. And Sayre Jorgensen gets the first points of set number 4, and Jackson leads 1-0. Dylan Vizosky to serve for the Bronx again. First touch, Evanston's Lawler in the back row. Critchfield cross set back to Lawler on the left side, looking for the 10-foot line, denied by Jackson. Right side, trying to put it towards the left sideline was Wemmer, and now back to the Bronx. Left side, Jorgensen off the block. Great dig by Evanston's Kohler, but it goes off of her, rolls up her arm, and into the stands. 2-0 Bronx. Vizosky to serve again. First touch, Robertson in the back row. Critchfield sends it back to Lawler, and now back to the Bronx. Left side, Jorgensen down in the left corner, sends a missile, and it's 3-0 Bronx. Vizosky to serve again. First touch, Evanston's Robertson. Coley goes back to Lawler, who finger rolls it over the net, and the Bronx mishandle it. 3-1 Jackson, as Kohler will check out. West will check in. She'll join Critchfield, Robertson, Coley, Lawler, and Debenham. Critchfield to serve. Junior lets it go, and the first touch is Anderson in the back row. Sends it out of bounds and into the net. Red Devils pick up the point. Not quite an ace as it was received, but the error puts it into the net, and the Red Devils get the gap to 1. Served by Critchfield. First touch, Anderson, kept alive by Vizosky. Left side, Wemmer, who tries to put that one over the net, blocked by Evanston, back to the Bronx. Another chance for Jackson. They'll clear it out in 3. Red Devils get Critchfield to Debenham, off the block and down on the logo. Ryan Debenham ties it up at 3. Critchfield to serve again. Bronx can't get to it. A great serve by Critchfield down on the 10-foot line on the right sideline, and it's down for an ace. Evanston takes the lead 4-3 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Critchfield to serve again. That one just over the net, kept alive by a diving Anderson. Sent back by the Bronx. It's Furmanek. And now back to Evanston, who send it right back in 3. Vizowski, back set. Anderson looking for the left sideline. Denied by Critchfield for Evanston. Pushed back over by the Red Devils. Bronx now with a chance to set up some offense as Anderson goes off a diving Coley of Evanston in the back. Sent back by Lawler off of a player in the back row. And the Bronx can't catch it before it goes into the scores table. 5-3 Evanston. Critchfield to serve again. First touch in the back row is Jorgensen. Cross set, slapping that one over is Furmanek. Kept alive by the Red Devils, but Robertson chases it over the left corner. She can't get to it in time, and it drops down. 5-4 Red Devils as Jackson will get ready to serve. Aaron Jewison checks in for Sarah Jorgensen. Evanston can't get to it. It's an ace. Down in the back row for Jewison. And it's 5-5. Served by Jewison again. Into the net. Red Devils retake the lead. 6-5 on the error. And Kyan Lawler will get ready to serve. Lawler lets it fly, looking for the back row. First touch is Jackson's Moreno. Left side, punched over Anderson, kept alive by Evanston's Brown. Coley now sends it over to Lawler. Back to the Bronx. Vizowski, left side. Anderson sends a missile from the left sideline down, dead center in the back row. And it's 6-6 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Olliff Furmanek, the freshman, to serve. That one long. Evanston back on top, 7-6 after the service error. Debenham, serve for the Red Devils. That is down on the back line. Jackson is protesting, but they're saying that it is down in the back line. Ace for the Red Devils. 8-6 as Debenham picks it up. First touch, Moreno in the back for Jackson. Left side, Anderson off of Lawler, off of her, off the ceiling, and down in the back row. 8-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Red Devils lead. Served by Toulson, received by the Red Devils. Critchfield sets it back to Brown. Fingertip roll over the net, and the Bronx can't get a hold of it. 9-7 Evanston on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Kohler to serve. First touch in the back row, it's Moreno for Jackson. Left side, Vizowski, too much. 10-7 Red Devils. Timeout Bronx. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Red Devils trying to cause utter chaos in the 4A Southwest. If they come back and get this win, that's exactly what they're going to do, because Star Valley would have one quadrant loss, Jackson would have one quadrant loss, Evanston would have two, Green River would have two, and the quadrant would be wide open in the final 3 games of the season. Serve received by Jackson, and they barely get it over on the third hit. Received by Evanston's Critchfield. Coley sends it back to Lawler from beyond the 10-foot line. First touch, Jackson Moreno. Left side, Vizoski off the Evanston block and down on the Evanston 10-foot line. 10-8 Red Devils on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard here in a must-win set 4 for Evanston. Sienna Anderson to serve. First touch, Brown in the back for Evanston. Critchfield goes back to Brown, left side off the fingertips of the block, kept alive by the Bronx. Cross set, leading her into the net and pushed over by Jorgensen. Back to the Red Devils. Brown, fingertip roll, and a diving dig by Jackson's Toulson to keep it alive. Back row clearance from the Bronx, and now Evanston will have to do one of those on their own. Hit receive by the Bronx. Right side Vizoski. Great dig by Evanston, but they call the Red Devils into the net. 10-9 Red Devils on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Sienna Anderson to serve again. First touch, Evanston's Brown. Goes to Lawler in the back row. Coley from the back clears it back to Jackson. Vizoski bops it over on the third hit for the Bronx, and now Evanston gets a receive from Critchfield. Fingertip roll by Brown, received by the Bronx, sent back in 2 hits. Critchfield goes for the dump set for the right corner, kept alive by the Bronx. Vizoski on the right line, down in the left corner back row, and the Bronx tied at 10. Sienna Anderson to serve again for Jackson. They lead it 2-1 in a tied set 4 at 10. First touch, Evanston's Lawler heading out of bounds, keeping it alive as Critchfield sends it back to Fitch. She goes into the net. Bronx lead 11-10. Sienna Anderson to serve. First touch is Brown in the back row. Lawler now passes over to Critchfield, who puts it over the net. And now the Bronx will have a chance to respond. They put it over in 2, sent back by Critchfield in 1, sent back by the Bronx. And it's finally going to end with Evanston into the nets. (12-10) on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Sienna Anderson to serve. First touch, Lawler in the back for Evanston. Critchfield sends it high and over the net, sent back by the Bronx on 1 hit, and Evanston gives it back to Jackson. Toulson, back set, right side. Huge kill from Dylan Vizoski as it makes it 13-10. She went from the right side down to the left corner. Timeout. Tara Lawler will take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
At the Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston, we understand that breakfast matters. That's why every room reservation includes a full complimentary breakfast. Delicious, quality food prepared and served by an amazing staff. Start your day the right way with breakfast at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Quality, delicious food and excellent service every time, because breakfast matters.
Sienna Anderson with the serve for the Bronx. Pushed back over by Evanston's Fitch. Kept alive by the Bronx. Zelezoski now back over to the Red Devils, and Evanston gets Brown from the left side. Off the block and down on the Bronx side. 13-11, Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. With the exception of set 2, all of these sets have been nail-biters. Served by Alyssa Brown for Evanston. First touch is Moreno. One-hit return kept alive by the Red Devils. Critchfield goes back to Lawler, looking for the right sideline. Denied by Jackson's Moreno. Right side, Vizoski. Great dig by Evanston's Coley as Critchfield will put it over on the third hit. Over return, sent back. Lawler down. And Lawler puts it down in the back row, cuts it down to 1. Let's check that out. That dig by Cassidy Coley on the Clean Energy instant replay right here on this attack by Dylan Vizoski. Just a great effort and a great dig there by Cassidy Coley. Served by Brown. Ace! Red Devils tied up at 13. And Alyssa Brown with the ace. She had a bunch of them in set number 3 that set Evanston up to win that set, to force this fourth one. And she has been instrumental. Served by Brown. First touch Moreno for Jackson. Toulson back set. Right side. Vizoski goes off of a diving Red Devil defender and over the left sideline. 14-13, Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Moreno checks out and Furmanek checks in for the Bronx as Ella Zelezoski will go back to serve. Light serve received by Coley for Evanston. Critchfield sets up Fitch down in the backside, and it's 14-14. Fitch to serve now for the Red Devils as Zelezoski checks out and Moreno checks in for Jackson. Fitch, the Red Devil Jr., receive by Jackson. Moreno with the second hit. Now cleared out by the Bronx. Critchfield jump set. Debenham slaps it over the net. Now back to the Bronx. Right side, Vizoski down on the back line. Dylan Vizoski makes it 15-14 Bronx. Here comes Wemmer. She'll come in for Toulson on the front row. Vizoski to serve again. We've seen her many times tonight. First touch, Lawler in the back row. Critchfield dump set, looking for the right sideline. Denied by Moreno. Sent back to the Bronx. Hard attack by Anderson. Goes off of the Red Devil defender on the right sideline and behind him. 16-14 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Vizoski, the junior, sends this one. First touch is the fellow junior Robertson. Going out of bounds to keep it alive is Kohler. Sent back by the Red Devils in 3 hits. Jackson gets across that left side. Jorgensen down in the back row. (17-14) Bronx. Robertson comes out. Brown comes in. So they'll make a substitution. And Dylan Vizoski will go back to work. First touch, Brown in the back row. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Lawler, too much. Puts it over the back row, and it's 18-14. Bronx by 4. Vizoski to serve. First touch, Lawler in the back row, right corner for Evanston. Critchfield goes back to Lawler on the left side. Finger roll shot, kept alive by the Bronx. They're going to desperation clear it out on the back row, and they find the 10-foot line that no one was guarding. 19-14 Bronx, timeout Red Devils. Jackson leads it 2-1 and leads set number 4 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
(19-14) Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Here in set 4, Jackson leads it 2-1. Dylan Vizosky, who's been on quite a run from the service line, serves to the Red Devils. Received by Evanston. Lawler, too much. Left sideline went over the right corner. Evanston appealing for a touch, and they're not going to get it. 20-14. Jackson, served by Vizosky. Received by Evanston. Over return, though, to the Bronx. Vizosky goes left side, and Jorgensen tried to go for the back row. Denied Brown. Evanston gets a fingertip shot from Lawler. Bronx now return it back in 3. Kohler with the first touch for Evanston. Left side, Lawler off the block, looking for the back row. Over return, Lawler sends it back from whence it came. 5-point lead here in set number 4 for the Bronx. Evanston has to win this set to force a 5th and deciding set. Critchfield to serve. First touch, Wemmer goes behind her, kept alive by Moreno, and it's a back row clearance from Jackson. Red Devils, cross set, left side to Lawler, puts it down in the back row, right at the hands of a diving Moreno, and it's 20-16. Critchfield to serve again, trying to get them on a run here. First touch, Moreno, out of bounds, ace, Red Devils. 20-17 at Jackson on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Critchfield to serve again. First touch, Moreno in the back row for Jackson. Wemmer now passes over to Jorgensen, who clears it out from beyond the 10-foot stripe. Evanston gets a jump set to Debenham, but the pass was a little bit off-timed, or the jump was off-timed. Either way, it falls down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. 21-17 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Aaron Jewison will serve for the Bronx, up by 4. First touch, Coley for Evanston. Critchfield, jump set, looking for Debenham. She gets it over the net, now back to the Bronx. Left side, Anderson off of the fingertips of the Evanston block. Critchfield goes left side, back to Lawler, blocked by Jackson, back to the Red Devils, sent back by Jackson, and it's off of an Evanston player and out of play. The kill is going to be credited to Olliff Furmanek. 22-17 Bronx on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Jewison to serve again. First touch for Evanston's Brown. It's to the net, and again, Furmanek was right where she needed to be as it's an over return. She puts her fingertips on it and puts it down on the Evanston logo. 23-17 Bronx. Served by Jewison. First touch, Brown. Critchfield sends it high. Slap back, Lawler looking for the back row, denied by Jewison. Jackson in transition, left side, Bronx off of the Evanston block, sent back by Annalie West. And it's down on the back row, and right on the back line. And Annalie West cuts the gap to 5. Our Pepsi player of the game from the Green River match makes an impact here. 23-18 is Kyan Lawler, the freshman, to serve. First touch, Jewison for Jackson. Vizosky cross set left side. Anderson down on the right sideline. Match point Bronx 24-18. And Moreno will serve for the Bronx, the junior black jerseyed libero. Match point Bronx. First touch, Brown in the back row for Evanston. Critchfield passes to Lawler from beyond the 10-foot stripe, tries to clear it out. Diving dig by Moreno. Cross that left side. Anderson down on the 10-foot line. And that is how this one ends as we check out the game-winning kill from Sienna Anderson on the Clean Energy Instant Replay. Great pass by Vizosky to go towards the left sideline. And Anderson, who has been dropping missiles all night, wins it with a fingertip roll. Your final score in set number 4, it's Jackson 25, Evanston 18, and Jackson takes it in 4 sets. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the postgame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth. Jackson takes this in 4 sets. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. And Jackson takes this one 25-22, 25-16. Evanston takes set 3 25-21, but Jackson finishes off set 4 25-18 on a fingertip roll by Sienna Anderson. The senior has been getting it done all night for the Bronx, as the Bronx were able to come in here and they are perfect through the first run through the 4A Southwest Quadrant, beating Green River in 3 and beating Star Valley in 4 on Tuesday night, beating Evanston in 4 tonight. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We'll be right back with our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth here for our postgame show. It's our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And we're going to give that one to Alyssa Brown with the aces she had in the third set to set up Evanston to take set number 3, 25-21. So Alyssa Brown gets our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages, and potentially a conversation with Evanston Red Devil coach Tara Lawler. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
We're off to the rodeo. My Local Rodeo is proud to bring you live streaming coverage of high school rodeo from Utah and Wyoming, as well as the Intermountain Icebreaker of the National High School Rodeo Association's Western Legacy Series in 2023 and 2024. If you're interested in becoming a broadcast sponsor and advertising your business to the most loyal group of viewers in the country, you won't find a better opportunity. Call us today to claim your spot, 307-789-8116. That's 307-789-8116. We're off to the rodeo.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth. Time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. And for the Red Devils tonight, there were a lot of standout performances, but tonight we are going to go with Jaylee Critchfield. She did a great job setting up the passes, setting up her two outside hitters in Alyssa Brown and Kyan Lawler, and also getting some sneaky aces and some crafty dump sets. So Jaylee Critchfield is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. We're going to stick around a little bit longer to see if Coach Tara Lawler is going to come up and talk with us today. Final score today, it is Jackson 3, Evanston 1. Jackson takes set 1, 25-22. Set 2, 25-16. Evanston takes set 3, 25-21. And Jackson ends up taking set 4, 25-18. The Broncs have the driver's seat in the number 1 seed in the 4A Southwest after beating Green River in 3 sets and Star Valley and Evanston in 4 sets. So Jackson, definitely a team that has been waiting to emerge for a while, and they are having the breakout year that they have been waiting for, as they look like they could be a number 1 seed in the Southwest. As it sits right now, they're the team to beat, and Evanston will see them again in the regular season finale at the end of October. Evanston's upcoming schedule, they'll play 2 on the road in a back-to-back. It will be at Cody on Friday night and at Riverton on Saturday afternoon. We will have the Riverton match because of the conflict with football. In Powell, we will not have the Cody match, but we will rejoin them next Saturday in Riverton. We're going to go ahead and excuse Coach Tara Lawler from our post-game conference today, and that is going to do it. For our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our executive producer and owner, the one-of-a-kind Val Cook, our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our sales associates, Julie Burley and Sarah Pay, as well as the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports. We have Voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Aaron Poling, voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard, and voice of the West Side Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Cody Olson. I'm Elan Olliff, saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN when we have the homecoming football game live on mylocalradio.com and 99.1 FM. Pregame brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture at 5:15. Kickoff at 6:15. Evanston versus Jackson should be a good one. Thank you guys so much, and have a great night, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.